Okay, so I've just been looking at different papers, different sites, so I can research everything that I could find about what's been going on with the transmission of the great illness, where it came from, and how people really feel about it, and how people really feel about China. Now, a few days ago, when Trump was still the president of the United States, it was easily accessible to look at, you know, different web pages from the U.S. Department of State regarding the Wuhan Institute of Virology, the big lab in Wuhan where some people claim or think that the great illness came from. So what fascinates me is that because, I admit I'm a bit of a slow learner and, it's hard for me to look at stuff for a long periods of time. I had bookmarked all of these different links, all of these different pages, and I was, looking at the headline. I read a little bit, but I didn't read that much. Nothing, not, well, I didn't read anything from that page that I had bookmarked. I was saving it for later. But now, as I looked back on it, I went to the same link, I went to the same website, US Department of State, no funny business, no nonsense websites. And it turns out that a lot of the articles on there regarding the great illness, regarding the Wuhan Institute of Virology, regarding Mr. Pompeo's views on the illness and where it came from and China's involvement, and it's all gone. Like, it's been archived, it's been hidden from the masses. I can't see it, you can't see it, nobody can see it. But a few days ago, how I'm not even yesterday, I could have sworn I could see the articles and the different things that you could look at, but you can't look at them now. Now, Biden's been president for like a minute, I'm joking, a day. And what fascinates me is now that Biden and Harris are officially president and vice president, they've gone and taken down all these different web pages about the great illness. Because let's face it, the Trump administration, or should I say, the Trump organization, the people working there, including Mr. Pompeo, forgot his first name, somebody that works with him, with Trump, they all believed that, China should be facing a lot more heat than they've been facing because of the whole fiasco with the great illness that has affected the whole world, putting us all in lockdown for the better part of a year. Now, I'm not going to believe everything that they say, but it's funny to me that they've gone and hidden all of these different web pages. You can look this up. You can look this up if you Google state the state website. I think it's state.gov, something like that. If you look up the U.S. Department of State website, just Google that and then add in the search bar anything to do with the great illness. Use the proper name. I can't say the name on YouTube for obvious reasons. And there are a bunch of archived pages that weren't archived before. And the Wuhan Institute of Virology, that article talking about that, pertaining information about that, containing information about that, that was only released 6 days ago. Today is the 21st of January. 6 days ago, they came up with an article about something mentioning the WHO investigation, World Health Organization investigation on the big illness, the great illness, where it came from, how China was involved, what did they cover anything up, what did they cover up. 6 days ago, it was up there. I could read it. I didn't read much of it. I just read the first paragraph, forgotten what it said. But now I can't access it, and I'm making a whole video about it because it's really peeing me off. I'm doing research for these videos, and I'm no conspiracy theorist, but it baffles me that the second Biden and Harris enter the White House, you're telling me that they've taken all these pages down. It's not just one page, it's a bunch of them. Anything that Trump and his aides said about, the possibility that, China, the CCP, the Chinese leaders and their aides knew about the big illness spreading outside of Wuhan. They knew that it might have been leaked in the lab as opposed to just coming from wet markets, because earlier last year, that's what they were saying. They said it was from a lab, and then they said it was a wet market. They said, and then you can see all these articles about patient zero, this scientist working in one of these labs, and then how she was first infected, and she's been missing for a year. I've seen other things like the doctor that first discovered the great illness, how he had to write that he had to sign his name on this letter saying that he was spreading rumors about this disease, and how he was talking nonsense, and he had to sign it because it was a special brewer that made him sign it, and obviously he had to follow his superiors, and then he died of the disease, and then now people are calling him a hero, but that's us calling him a hero, people in the West, but I'm sure China wouldn't call him a hero. And then the lady that one of the journalists that first talked about the illness, she's gone, and she's been imprisoned and sentenced for 4 years in prison. Now this is starting to bother me. It really is. It's starting to bother me. What are these people hiding? Because Trump was willing to do his best to try and give China some heat when it came to this illness, but Biden's been in charge for literally 1 minute. I'm not even blaming him specifically, but Biden's been in charge for 1 minute. And all of these different articles, including an article that I just told you, it was released 6 days ago. They're still trying to investigate China's involvement, the CCP's involvement, I should say. 6 days ago, they released that thing, and now it's gone. You can't see it. Why would they publicize that on the state, on the U.S. Department of State website for everyone to see and remove it a few days later? I'm not even going to pretend that I don't find that a little bit suspicious. I promise you there'll be more videos on this later tonight, if not tomorrow morning. Just going to do some more work on this, and then I'll provide you with a few more of my opinions about this whole fiasco, because it's really starting to annoy me now. It's really starting to annoy me, and I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube tried to take this video down. I've only got like 20 subscribers. We'll see if they even find this. So I'll see you a lot later. It's Hugh from QLC. Thanks for your time.